Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful quotes in American history, words that changed the course of our nation and continue to inspire millions around the world. Picture this: it's August 28th, 1963. Over 250,000 persons are gathered at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. The air is electric with hope and determination. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. steps up to the podium, and among the many profound words he speaks that day, he shares a dream about his children's future, a dream that resonates just as strongly today as it did then. He said, "I have a dream that my four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." Hey there, and welcome to Dr. A's Generational Character Channel. This is my first character cookie, where I comment on a character quote from a famous person. Our mission is to equip parents and other caregivers with practical tools to foster lasting character excellence within their families. I'm Dr. Benjamin Alicea. I am 72 years young, a husband and a father of two wonderful daughters who gave us 8 dynamic grandchildren. I am presently employed as a public high school teacher in New Jersey since 2002 and an inner city church pastor since 1986. At the end of this video, you can take a fun and free character quiz and receive personalized feedback on your character content. Please stay tuned. Today, we're going to unpack this remarkable quote. We'll explore its profound meaning, why it's so important, and how you can take inspiration from it to enrich your life and the lives of those around you. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a man of great courage and vision, a Baptist minister, a civil rights leader, and one of the history's most electrifying orators. But this just wasn't a speech. It was a rallying cry for equality, justice, and human dignity, for a society where we go beyond surface differences and instead look at who someone truly is, their heart, their choices, and most of all, their character. But here's the thing. Dr. King wasn't just speaking to the crowd that gathered that day. His words were planted as seeds for a future we're still striving to build. He was speaking to us, to you and to me. The question is, how do we embody this message in our time, in our lives, and in our families? What exactly is character content? It is a person's character qualities that guide their actions, separate from intelligence, skills, or personality. It's shaped by genetics, upbringing, experiences, and choices that blend nature and nurture, and is both habitual and adaptable, and stored in an internal character database. Let's break this down. First, why character content? Why does the way we live truly matter so much? Dr. King knew this. Character is not something we just inherit. It's something we acquire and build upon. It's about how we treat others, the values we stand by, and the legacy we leave behind. It's about what kind of parent you are, what kind of sibling, coworker, or friend. At its core, it's how we show up in the world. This reminder was personal for him too. Think about it. He mentions his 4 little children. He wanted not just fairness and opportunity for their lives, but something even deeper. He wanted them to live in a society where who they were inside mattered more than labels, externals, or prejudice. A society where their dreams weren't limited by stereotypes or superficial judgments. Character, our values, actions, and choices. That's what should define us. Not our external appearances, not our circumstances, but who we are at our core. You know what's fascinating? Dr. King chose to focus on character in this most pivotal moment of his life and of his speech. He was speaking to a diverse audience of supporters, critics, and the entire nation through media coverage. He understood that character transcends all artificial barriers we create between ourselves. In our daily lives, reflecting on the content of our character can influence profound change. It could be as simple as treating someone differently based on mutual respect rather than preconceived notions. It could be in extending an opportunity to someone whose potential has been overlooked because of where they grew up or the way they speak. These are small moments, but they are the building blocks of change. If millions make these small changes, the cultural ripples would be unstoppable. Communities forged from shared humanity rather than suspicion. Systems built on equality rather than oppression. A world thriving in diversity instead of being fractured by it. Dr. King didn't just stand alone during his time. We are not alone in this moment. When we tap into the actions of building character in ourselves and in others, we claim our place among those who have worked tirelessly to move society towards justice. Yes, there's the macro level: advocacy, policy reforms, speaking out against injustice. But there's also the micro level, the courage to discipline ourselves, to ensure that the content of our character reflects what we hope to see in our communities and in our personal lives. It's in how we resolve conflict, treat strangers, and handle disagreement. It's in our ability to extend forgiveness and accountability simultaneously. These principles begin in us and radiate outward, exploding into a collective movement of good. I remember a time when I misjudged someone based on their appearance. They looked intimidating, and I immediately assumed they were unfriendly and unkind. However, once I spoke to her, I discovered a cool and compassionate person. That taught me a valuable lesson about not judging a book by its cover, a perfect real world example of Dr. King's wisdom. Dr. King's message about character content is more relevant today than ever. In our social media age, we're often quick to judge based on surface level information. But real connection, real understanding comes from looking deeper. Think about your family dynamics. How do you judge and value each family member? Is it based on their achievement, looks, or their character? The way we approach these relationships shapes our children's understanding of human worth. Here are three takeaways you can implement today. First, before making judgments, pause and ask yourself what you really know about someone's character. Number two, invest time in developing your own character through small daily choices. And thirdly, teach others, especially children, to value character over superficial traits. Dr. King's words are more than just a historical quote. They are a roadmap to a better future. They challenge us to look beyond superficial differences and see the inherent worth of every human being. They inspire us to become the best versions of ourselves and to build a world where character content truly matters. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Share your experiences with judging character or being judged in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and learn from each other. Don't forget to like and share this video if you found it valuable. And finally, are you ready to delve deeper into your own character content? Take our free and fun quiz. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.